Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out Algorand's price chart. And now all of a sudden I'm seeing some optimistic signs in the recent move on the upside. Now before we check out the move itself, I'm going to show you three different possibilities in this phase. I'm going to tell you the real reason for why I believe this can be good. You see, if you remember in the previous video, we were right around, I believe, this area, and I was saying what we do not want to see in algo is a continuation of this move down in order to take this low, and especially this one down here about, let's say, 17.6 cents. Why? Because if we do it at that point, we are not really able to find an impulse starting from the lowest low about 14.5 cents to all the way up here about 23.5 cents. And we are going to say, you know what, maybe this is just an ABC zigzag, meaning the final low is not in yet, and we can count on a continuation of this short-term downtrend in order to take the lowest low about 14.5 cents for the first target. And who knows, maybe after it we're going to go quite a bit lower. Now as you can see, if I just hide everything, okay, not only in this move down we didn't take this low, but also, yes, we didn't take this one as well. And the fact that from here we got a good bounce back, from my point of view, is the real good sign in here, suggesting there is still some good hopes for bullish possibilities happening in these areas. Now let's go on 15-minute chart and see what is happening. And like I said it earlier, I'm going to show you three different possibilities. But before that, if you want to argue, we're going to have our final low around here in the short term. Let's say this is a very important support. Okay, off of the lowest low in here, you need to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure. This specific example, like I said, it is an impulse. Rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. And for the sub waves, you know it, 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. Let's change the colors to white so you can see it a bit better. There we go. And 5 into wave 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different counts. Let's say ABC into wave 2 and the WXY into wave 4. Excuse me. We'll just have something like this. Now let's go on the live chart and count some waves. So scenario number 1 suggests starting from here about 19.1 cents, we are having a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then this big move up is into wave 3, correction for 4. And right now we are on our way to complete the sub waves for this last leg up, at least in the short term, into this wave 5. Why do I say this is the last leg up? Because what happens after a 5 wave up, even if we are looking bullish and optimistic? You know the answer. We are going to have a move down in form of a correction structure, a slow and choppy move, and in it we are not going to take this low about 19 cents. And right around here, if I see the right structures, I think I'm going to open some long positions. So for now, if you want to consider this possibility, you need to consider having a move down in the short term soon in Algorand. But again, the move itself doesn't really matter. What really matters is the shape of the move. If we get a slow move down, great. If we get a very strong move, maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without a lot of overlapping of the waves, that's not going to be a good sign for us. This was scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, you see, in the interest of being objective, at any given moment, any analyst should be able to come up with a bullish and also a bearish possibility at the same time. And I can say, maybe instead of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is just an A leg, and then we're going to have correction for wave B, another move up into wave C, and then from here we are going to have a move on the downside in order to continue this downtrend starting from the highest side, which in it, who knows, if we are looking really bearish in algo, we may even take the lowest low about 14.5 cents. So again, I want to be very clear, this scenario right now at least is not going to be my primary case. In the interest of being objective, I'm just trying to show you a bullish and also a bearish possibility at the same time. Now let's talk about the third possibility, and that is going to be like the really bullish one. Let's go around here. Okay, you see, In a 5 wave on the upside, whenever for your wave 2 you see a deep correction down, meaning we at least retrace to about the 78% of the Fibonacci retracement level in here, at that point you can say wave 4 is not going to be that deep. Instead, it may actually take some time, potentially longer than our wave 2, and then we are going to have another move up into wave 5. Why is this important? Let's zoom in more. Okay, so if you want to say this is a 1-2, okay, how deep is actually our wave 2? Let's measure it with Fibonacci's. As you can see, I think we can safely assume that we did kind of retrace to about the 78% level. So do we all agree this is a deep correction? If the answer is yes, then I think we should say our wave 4 is going to take some time. However, in the first possibility, I said this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's compare the length of our wave 4 timing wise to our wave 2. And as you can see, our wave 4 clearly took a lot less time than wave 2, and it's also not that much of a deep move. So this scenario, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 may not really happen. Instead, we might be on our way to have like a very strong extension structure in Algorand, meaning let's just put the end of our wave 3 and 4 and 5 right around here and say, you know what, this can be a wave 1 correction for wave 2, and at the moment we are on our way to have quite a big move into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and these are going to be the sub waves for this larger degree wave 3, and then we're going to have correction for 4, another move into wave 5. And again, if this is happening, our move up in algo in the short term is going to get really extended. This is, I would say, pretty much the most bullish scenario that we can identify in here. And if this is the case, okay, I'm telling you right now, in the short term, you are going to see some serious fireworks in Algorand. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's update. The fact that in Algo, we got this move up before we take this low, and most importantly, this one, from my point of view, is definitely an optimistic sign suggesting we are still allowed to be bullish. Now, about the shape of the move, I think we can consider having an impulse in this area to about the highest high around, let's say 21.5 cents. But if we are really lucky, okay, maybe we are having an extension and this move up is going to accelerate. If it does, I think the next target is going to be right around this important area between 24.5 to about 25.5 cents. And if we are looking at that point really optimistic, you are looking at a continuation of the move up in order to reach to about the lower band of this region, at least about 27 cents. And then from here, we can expect a move on the downside. The point that I'm trying to make is this. In Algo, right now in the short term, we are seeing some optimistic signs, but that doesn't mean that we should be like 100% bullish now. No, I think we need to be a bit patient and wait for a correction structure down, a pullback, and assuming that we are able to identify the right structure in that space, okay, at that point we can flip bullish and maybe go long and also buy some Algorand for the mid to long term. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algo's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.